Right, so what to do if you get a sore bum, which is a great question. As a cyclist, you kind of work through it, but there are some really good tips and techniques that you can do to obviously stop yourself from getting as much of a sore bum. My number one thing is padded shorts. I love padded shorts; they're amazing. Like, make sure that they fit properly as well, because I like mine loose because your legs tense up and everything, and you need to get good blood flow. Padded shorts are amazing. When you do wear them, I would definitely recommend not wearing underwear underneath them. Sounds really weird and unhygienic, but it's a really weird thing. And when you're wearing padded shorts with underwear, because of the fabrics, it creates a bit of rub and it makes it actually more sore sometimes. So that helps a lot. If you don't want to get any padded shorts or any padded long trousers or anything similar, you can get kind of like a squishy cushion, and they're really cheap. You can buy them from most bike stores and they just go over the cushion of your seat. The only thing to consider then, if you do buy a squishy cushion, normally they're about like a couple of centimeters thick. And obviously if you're putting that onto your saddle, that's raising your saddle a little bit, so you might want to drop your seat maybe a couple of centimeters if you have that. But they're quite good as well, especially if you're getting on and off the bike and you don't want to walk around town with padded shorts. The other thing to take into consideration, so these are my seats. I love my seat, as parallel, and it's quite comfortable. It's a little bit downwards. If it's going upwards, like if it's at an angle going up, that's unbearably painful. Like, that's so uncomfortable for guys and girls. So use your multi-tool and change your seat setting to make sure it's comfortable for you still. And that goes for the same, that you want to make sure that your seat is comfortable so that you can actually feel as if you can sit on it for a few hours, but also so that you're extending your legs properly. So the height of your stem is really important. If you're overextending your legs or if you're underextending them, obviously that has a really big effect on your glutes, and that's going to create you to have even more bum pain as well. Another thing, if you're going to go for long rides, so past the training rides, if you're doing anything long which is uncomfortable, even with the shorts and the seat and everything, you can get chamois cream or other bike creams which you can literally just use for your nether region, which is really good, but it stops all the chafing, which is very uncomfortable with longer rides. And then my last tip, I would say, is that when I'm out cycling and I'm doing some long distance, if my bum gets sore or if I need a drink or something, I'll stop off. I'll do some really easy lunges. I'll use my bicycle to help stretch my legs out a bit, and then I'll just, keep moving. I mean, on a hill climb on a bicycle, I'll typically stand up, and every time I stand up and raise off the seat, it kind of gives my bum a little bit less pressure, so that's a little bit more comfortable. But no, yeah, nevertheless, I mean, it doesn't. Yeah, your bum's always going to be sore, unless you have a really comfortable seat. Obviously, female-specific seats help a lot, so that gap in between the middle of your seat is much more comfortable for women, I've heard, and I know some men who actually go in and just ask for female-specific seats. A road bike, if you have your road bike and you haven't been cycling much, they're a lot thinner, so they tend to be a lot more uncomfortable on your bum. On your mountain bike or on your hybrid, they tend to be a lot fatter, so they take the pressure off quite a lot. If you haven't been cycling for a while, obviously it's a lot of weight to keep on your bum in a certain position. That's why you're going to have a very sore bum. Maybe concentrate on your positioning so that you're not sitting down with so much weight on your seat, because that will just create more wear on the back wheel. And then obviously put a little bit of weight on the fact that you're moving forwards and putting your hands onto the handlebars correctly. A lot of things to move on there, so there's probably a good 5, 6 or more points to just concentrate on. Weight distribution, some sort of comfort, padded on the actual seat or padded shorts, cream, seat positioning, how far you're stretching your legs, stretch when you're off the bike, and raise yourself off the bike to, create less weight on yourself. Very important not to get a sore bum.